Legends has failed us. And they didn't fail us in the way you guys may think, but it has to do with the Universe Rep campaign. Now, I guess you guys can probably assume why I'm making this video. I want to start off where it all started with the Universe Rep campaign. It was a good idea, but of course they just didn't capitalize on. I don't think they did it properly, to be honest with you guys. But the first release, 17 and Golden Frieza, they did an amazing job with that character. That character was, and to this day, ruling the game. They're one of the best characters in the game. But that's all I can say about the campaign. So coming after that, that's literally all the only meta shift we got in this campaign was 17 and Frieza. That's not good. And we got a lot of buffs. So, and then we got a unique for Jiren, a Zenkai for Red Dispo. Jiren is okay. He's not insane. He's definitely a solid option. He can be really good in certain situations, but he's definitely not good enough to be having a team in the top echelon of the game. And then Red Dispo, no, he's terrible, right? Red Dispo's terrible. And then go a little bit further, we got Blue Kaioken Goku, and this is where everything really falls apart. I mean, of course, at that first part, sure, we have a decent yellow Jiren unique and bad Red Dispo Zenkai. Okay, sure, it's still the beginning of the campaign, we still have another character. But then we get to Blue Kaioken Goku, and he is terrible. Legend Blue Kaioken Goku is nowhere near good enough. Like, actually nowhere near good enough. I still think it's a bug because all the damage numbers he's stacking is not adding up in my opinion compared to the damage output he's doing. It doesn't make sense, right? I don't think it adds up. And then we also got, alongside him, we got a top 1% sparking. He's good. Only good with 17 and Frieza, to be honest. But other than that, I don't even argue Kaioken Goku top 10. That's how, like, he's barely top 10. He's like 11 or 12 for me. Like, that's very sad. It's the first legend character to not be regarded in the top 10, I think, period. For me, at least. For me. But, yeah, man. It really is Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. That's the major, biggest disappointment. Because he would have shifted the meta very, very harshly. Because a character known as Broly, he's starting to take a bit of a step back a little bit, I guess. Kind of, Broly. He's still ridiculous, though, but he would have completely annihilated Broly, and then we would have a very good partner another good partner for 17 and Frieza, and the team would just be much better. Obviously, it would just be a better team. I wouldn't say this is a fail. If Kaioken Goku's good, I think this campaign is definitely not a fail. But the part that really confuses me, like, they do miss some characters sometimes, but it's the fact that they didn't buff a single LF character's entire celebration. Especially with the recent bias, actually not even recent, just general sense of that 1% characters, or just regular Sparkies I should say, usually do not end up being better than LF character buffs, right? Because we got a unique equipment for Kiawe, she's okay. We got a Zenkai for Hit, I think he's good, right? I don't think he's insane though, I think he's good though, I think he's around the same level as like Jiren. But see, that's the problem, we need characters better than that. I don't know how you can go through a whole campaign and not buff a single, especially on a tag that had nothing. How you not buff a single LF character, giving a Zenkai or unique equipment? I don't understand. What was the game plan here? I don't know what the game plan was here. I'm pretty sure they were putting all their money into Kaioken Goku, but obviously that didn't work out. But even then, why are we only buffing 1% sparkings? Because for the most part, every 1% sparking here, even if Kaioken Goku was good, I don't know who would you opt to run from Universe Rep over some other characters. Like, you could run a Universe Rep core, but you probably run a third that's not even Universe Rep related, because all the other Universe Rep characters aren't good enough. They're like whatever. So at the very least, they're whatever, right? So I don't know what Legends was even trying to cook up here. But of course, you go back to 17 and Frieza, they're probably a once-in-a-lifetime unit. They remind me of the MVP 17. They do everything. They actually do everything. Like, they nullify abnormal conditions, they do good damage. Even as a support character, they do actually pretty good damage. They have a very good disrupt. Their defenses are decent. They're not insane. Their defenses are not insane, but they do have a good disrupt defensively, so that helps them a lot. They basically are like the glue to every team. right now. Like, they're basically in every match, it feels like, but for a good reason. They feel like they're basically the glue of every team. That's kind of what support units kind of are and have been. But everything going forward from 17 and they started off perfect with 17 and freeze. Everything going forward was a complete disaster. Everything going forward was a complete disaster, which is very unfortunate because there was a lot of potential in this campaign. Like, really, they could have Zenkai'd MUI Goku, give a unique to MUI Goku. They could have Zenkai'd Android 17, the blue one. That would have been insane, I'm not gonna lie to you. Honestly, if they did that, it would make sense because of Vegito Blue, but at the same time, eventually, I think it would become very annoying. You guys would probably hate them at it a lot if they Zenkai'd him. But they also could have Zenkai'd or just give you uniques to literally anybody else, bro, from Universe Rep. Like, why are we buffing only 1%? Like, what do they expect for 1%? It felt like they were trying to intend this campaign to fail. Because obviously they're in control of, like, who they buff. Right? I feel like they were intending for this to fail. Like, I don't understand. But, and going back to Blue Kaioken Goku, I mean, probably the worst release of the year. Probably the worst release since Metal Cooler, I would say. I think. Right? Yeah, probably the worst release since Metal Cooler. The only other character that was not really good enough on release was the Purple Diamond Goku. Even then, he was good. He just was restricted a bit. If he wasn't restricted, he'd actually be probably regarded a little bit higher. Yeah, and then maybe God Goku and Hit, but even they were better on release. They definitely were better on release. But yeah, this Purple Kaioken Goku, I can't, like, you will never see me ever. I don't own the character, so don't even worry about that. But there's no situation where you would want to pick Kaioken Goku over UVB, Ultra Gogeta Blue, Trunks and Gohan, and Boo Duo, any of the characters that are damage dealers or meant to be damage dealers. There's no way in the world you pick Kaioken Goku over them. And that's the problem. There has to be some incentive to pick Kaioken Goku. And there's not, because he's not good enough, and Universe Rep is just nowhere near good enough. And I'm telling you, if they would have buffed an LF character, the campaign would be regarded way different. Because even if the LF Zenkai, like LF Zenkais, they haven't the most insane in recent times. I mean, Cell was pretty good, Revival Gohan's good, but they still haven't been like top of the top like they used to be, right? Even then, that would have benefited this campaign even more, because LF Zenkais and uniques just do, and don't even get me started about unique equipment. Unique equipment, they might have been #1 at that point, because they go above and beyond for new unique equipments. But I don't get it. I really don't get it. But the Universe Rep campaign basically is over, so we're just expecting Summerfest. We have the reveal for Summerfest coming up on Wednesday. I just want to talk about this because I'm very disappointed in this campaign. They could have done way better. Of course, it obviously starts with Kaioken Goku. If Kaioken Goku was much better, this campaign would have been much better. But it's also just how they handled it. I don't understand. Like, why are they only buffing 1% characters? I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. But Legends did what they did. But you guys, let me know what you guys think of this campaign. Let me know down in the comments below. I am a little disappointed, but we did get 17 and freeze out of it. I would suggest summoning on them, I think, to be honest with you guys. Even no matter what comes out next, 17 and freeze is probably going to outlast everything, because that's how valuable they are. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think of this campaign. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.